So the film opens up after Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde exposed on Bellwether's nefarious plans to turn Zootopia against the predators.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that bitch had a very much vendetta against predators, bro. I can't even lie, it's crazy. Like, if you put predators as bad people, you can understand that this bitch is basically a Karen and she racist as hell. It's wild.
Since then, Judy and Nick have become a famous cop duo known for saving the city.
New elected actor turned mirror Brian Windancer. Not gonna lie, the mayor's a gigantic ass horse, bro. He got luscious hair.
Brings the two to celebrate Zootopia's 100th anniversary of the invention of the weather walls that separated different environments that allow everyone to coexist.
Yeah, basically, the whole reason why all these motherfuckers can live in the same place is because they all got different environments.
Chief Bogle reads off assignments to his officers, but Judy and Nick have already gone off to the docks to deal with a thieving amphitheater, Stooley, who was operating a smuggling ring.
Yeah, that nigga had his business going on. He had them shits cooking up.
The duo sneak in pretending to be parents to this little child,
But not gonna lie, he ain't no kid, bro. That man's voice is deeper than Corey's husband, bro. Jesus Christ, I don't know what the hell he in, but goddamn, it's insane.
but next thing you know, Bogle yelling through Judy's walkie-talkie alerts him and causes him to drive away.
Cause they had that shit on lock, bro. Their game plan was going crazy, but because of Bogo, my man speaking like an African mother trying to talk to their siblings, bro. Jesus Christ, she thinking that he needs to hear her from the other side of the world. It's insane.
Judy and Nick engage in a high-speed chase across the city.
Even as the other officers try to intervene, they cause a trail of destruction. And I gonna lie, bro, look at these sheep, bro. I can't gonna lie, we got barber sheep. Okay, my bad. Okay, cooking a little bit. But how this motherfucker going through the road? You see that the damn car is far away from you, right? But you leave your thing full of whatever it is on the street. You had time to pull it back, broski. Why did you just leave it there for them to crash into it? That was stupid. But anyways, it made this nigga get this fresh ass cut. I can't lie, bro. Looking like one of them tiki dancers for real.
They cause a trail of destruction and destroy a statue, but Stewie gets arrested right after.
Now that nigga got knocked the fuck out, bro. I can't even lie. It was kind of crazy. And that shorty had a goddamn booster in her car. Like, okay, the car first of all looking sick as hell, and plus niggas out here looking dripped as hell because of the fact that he stole glasses in the car, bro. I can't even lie, sauced up for real. I would wear the same glasses myself. But how the hell does this nigga got a whole goddamn booster in the car? Shit, I ain't know who was in Fast and Furious Animal Edition. That's crazy.
But after the chase, Judy looks back and finds a snake scale in the back of the van, and also sees something slithering away. Bogle scolds Judy and Nick for what they did and orders them to do the cases he assigns them to.
Cause not gonna lie, as much as this nigga did not want to like her, but he does, bro. He likes to do it for real, cause they cooking up a little bit. I can't even lie. But the only way that they was gonna stay on the force is if they actually followed goddamn orders, cause they is not doing that. But if they didn't, he would split them up. And yeah, when they heard that, that got their attention real quick.
So he has them attend a Partners in Crisis support group
Led by a quokka therapist, Dr. Fuzzby. And not gonna lie, bro, this bitch is basically couples therapy for cops. And they got some weird ass motherfuckers in there, bro. For real, like this, I forgot what these animals are called, but he's eating damn things off of his partner, bro. Ugh. And we got this gigantic ass elephant scared of a mouse, bro. Stereotypical as hell. The mouse don't even know what's going on, bro. Look at him, just like, bro, are you serious, dog? For real?
Judy and Nick acknowledge they have some differences,
But they see themselves as a dream team, so they don't worry about nothing.
at home. Judy continues to work until she overhears the news report about a gala being thrown by the wealthy Linksley family, whose ancestor Ebenezer Linksley, whatever, however you say that, bro, can't with these names. Y'all already know my story with names. Who supposedly helped founded Zootopia. They're displaying their family's journal that contains the original patent for the weather walls, which was recovered after an alleged reptile attack. Something that catches Judy's attention because she just saw something slither away in that van earlier. She looks up a video from a conspiracy theorist, Beaver Nibbles,
Anything reptile related and snake related, bro, you know where to find it.
who details the Linksley family's history as a snake was said to have bitten Ebenezer's turtle maid, and reptiles have not been in the city for over 100 years after that.
Well, that shit kind of weird though, low key, bro. Like, what's going on with that?
So Judy calls Nick for a plan,
And as she calls him, bro, she's already there, so she basically does not even need to call him. Shorty already pulled up at the same time as she was calling him, bro. She is literally obsessed, bro. That's crazy. And she looks around his house, she's like, man,
Goddamn, what the hell? This is why you never invite me over? Shit, you trying to do a nightly activities always on my place because of this, bro? I mean, I understand why now, but goddamn.
and this nigga lives under a goddamn elephant gym, bro. Like, I bet rent low as fuck for real. Like, ain't no way you're able to sleep at night correctly with these 500 million pounds fucking beasts working out on top of you, bro. Ain't no way. This is crazy.
The duo sneak into the gala trying to avoid detection.
And I'm gonna lie, they looking dapper as hell and clean as hell, bro. What they pulling up? And you also got motherfucker to start to having fun with it. You know what I'm saying? He hearing Gazelle and he out here cooking us up dance move, but he making the other pedestrian run into the walls too. Bro. Like, goddamn, seriously? But they looking dapper. And the way that they looking at each other, bro, I can't lie. I need me somebody that looks at me the way that Judy looks at Nick, bro. Come on now, like, this is just a little too cute for real, for real. Like, bro, I'm lonely as hell out here, bro. I need my little buddy myself, you feel me? But also, y'all looking goddamn dapper as hell. We got Mr. Big out here getting escorted by polar bears, bro. This still got me shook. How you got this little, whatever the hell animal this is, taking control of polar bears out of everybody, bro? It's making no sense. But hey, I'm saying, or sauce, bro. I can't even lie.
The duo sneak into the gala and something's behind them.
Not gonna lie, niggas out here kind of cooking though. As they pulling up, my man stole the goddamn jewelry off of the shorty. They gave it right back. My man's know what he doing for real, for real. And just like that, they got VIP access. Okay, cut. My bad. I'll see you.
The duo sneak into the gala trying to avoid detection from Bogo and the other officers. Judy runs into Paubert, the Lynxie's family's black sheep, who is not as accepted by his father, Milton, as much as he accepts his older siblings.
Yeah, and that nigga looking stupid as hell, bro. You know, not gonna lie, you one of those rich kids that just isn't good for nothing, for real.
Meanwhile,
Niggas actually do what he's supposed to do. He looking around
and finds a snake scale and sees a hooded figure in the gala.
My man's just shook.
But before he's able to actually
Warn anybody and warn Judy too, he runs into Bogo. Out of everybody he could have ran into, bro, that nigga ran into Bogo right then and there. Seriously, bro, damn. Is that nigga drags him away as if he's dragging away his child or something? Like, bro, the way he handled him was kind of crazy. I can't even lie.
But until he draws attention to the figure,
and the figure drops down, Assassin's Creed style, bro. Like, bro, I didn't know who was playing Assassin's Creed over here. Like, damn, okay, my bad, Connor. Like, okay.
He falls from the chandelier and onto the stage, revealing himself to be a pit viper named Gary the Snake.
Oh yeah, chaos erupts. All these motherfuckers going crazy. Panic goes crazy. Insanity everywhere, bro. It's insane.
And Gary tries to get away with Milton and a journal, but
Judy and Nick are on their trail. And Judy going crazy, but Nick, are you serious, my brother? Like, you know damn well that you can fit through this hole right in front of me, bro. Like, what is you doing saying that this is a problem? Are you stupid or are you dumb? Come on now, for real, for real.
Judy catches up and hears out Gary, because apparently this journal can reveal everything about the truth. But what is the truth? Apparently he's not the bad guy. They are.
And why is he explaining all of that? And Judy's actually kind of low-key believing him. Boom, he gets mocked by Nick. That nigga did not hear nothing. He wasn't playing these games. He was here for straight business.
But as everything was done, the Lynxie siblings pull up and the father switches up, ordering Judy and Nick to kill the snake or else.
Yeah, that don't sound kind of right, broski. Something wrong with you, for real, for real. So they decided to switch up and try to protect Gary. But right at that moment, Chief Bogle shows up accidentally and gets knocked out by one of Gary's fangs, bruh. Out of every single situation, your luck is pretty dookie, bruh. I can't even lie.
And as they're trying to get this fang off of him,
yeah, the whole scene is looking a little bit rough for Judy and Nick. Literally, as they spot them, that's what you see. Bro, ain't no way you finna believe anything that they say. It's crazy.
But the trio make it out through a window and Judy grabs the journal last second and they run away.
But goddamn, bro, like, this whole situation was a little bit too crazy. And right now, just because of that, yeah, y'all is criminals now.
But then they are taken by Mr. Big, while Gary and the mysterious figure watch from afar.
Cause yeah, that nigga fell down, but he got taken by somebody. My bad, Ezio, is that you?
Mia brands Judy and Nick as fugitives for aiding a snake that attacked the Lynxley.
And I'm gonna lie, bruh, I mean, shit, look at the whole situation. Y'all really be looking like fugitives, bruh. It's tough. And also, Nick broke Judy's phone because the parents were calling her. But that's the first thing that they gonna track. If you got a phone with you, throw that bitch away. Like, I don't think you watch enough Kingdom Mastermind shows. Like, this is the first thing you gotta get rid of.
Milton calls upon Mayor Winderdance to stop the two by any means necessary, and Winderdance enlists a team of officers led by Captain Hogbottom to track down the duo. Judy and Nick are brought to Mr. Big's warehouse, where they finally reunite with Frou-Frou.
Yeah, shorty right there that she saved at the start. Naming her daughter, Little Judy, named after Judy, cause she saved her life. Insane.
The crime boss gives the two of them what they need to start their new lives.
But while nigga's ready to take the goddamn deal, cause that nigga was ready to bounce, he was like, no, 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 I like life. I'm trying to stay alive. Let me get right out of here.
Judy is not ready to give up and wants to help Gary as much as she can. Frou-Frou then points them towards Nibbles, since she's a big fan of her podcast and she was in contact with her not too long ago.
Jake and Nick contact Nibbles and she pulled up right next to them, like directly.
She brings them to the Marsh Market, which is segregated from Zootopia, and is where reptiles stay alongside creatures like beavers, walruses, and dolphins, all type of sea creatures.
Niggas not very accustomed to their local traditions and way that they move, cause my man's is doing everything wrong for a Got this sea lion out here angry as hell from every single thing that he was doing, bro. God damn. But I can't lie, it's a little hard to know. How we supposed to know if we're not from here for real? But still, I mean, understandable, but it's tough. And also, they pull up on the back of this, on the stomach actually of this whatever the hell this is called, and my man was looking straight into their soul like, bro, is you trying to see my future or something? What is wrong with you? God damn, the fuck?
Nibbles guides them to a basilisk named Jesus.
And also, before they even get to him, broski, like, look at this whole situation. First of all, there's so many goddamn things happening in this movie. It's a little too crazy. Got this motherfucker playing around with his tongue. Ugh. Okay. Got these motherfuckers eating flies. Like, ugh, my bad. Okay. And got some geckos being on Nick because he's warm. And no thank you. And got Shorty right here that cut off her own tail. And Shorty looking at him like,
Yo, you can keep it, baby.
excuse me, no, I ain't dealing with all of that myself. Ain't no way. Yeah, I do not need to find a snake this much if I need to stay in the situation, because ain't no way you would find me in one of these bars for real. And also, before they was able to actually get the information out of him, this nigga made them eat goddamn worms, bruh. Live, living worms, bruh. No thank you. And the worm that Nick pulled out, excuse me, is the size of my fucking mandingo's thing, bro. Ain't no way we finna do that. That's a little crazy. No, bruh.
So Jesus tells Judy and Nick that the journal's metal cover is readable only to sneak, and he tells the heroes how the Lynxley expanded Tundra Town over Reptile Ravine, displacing many reptiles from their homes, and now they're planning to do the same by expanding their territory again. Agbottom and her officers crash the place and forces everybody to run. Jesus gets Judy and Nick and Nibbles onto a boat so they escape,
but not gonna lie, this nigga just pulled the boat and ran by himself. And also, I can't even lie, Jesus giving off T-Move version of Rango, bro. I ain't never watched Rango, but still, I remember watching the trailers when I was younger. It was kind of crazy. Drop in the comments if y'all want me to make a video about Rango, because I don't even know what it's about for real. But that nigga literally pulled the boat and ran on water. And afterwards, Gary pulled up and he takes the journal, and Nick and Judy chase after him. They didn't even use the boat. Like, this was not even useful for real. So they chase him into town and go through the red line, but the beaver Shorty told her to not go to the red line or else they'll run out of air. But Shorty did not decide to listen. She was like, fuck all that. All that matters is the damn chase. So she goes in, and basically it's a water tunnel that is accessible to reptiles, but it is fatal to regular mammals. So y'all finna die. The two make it as far as they can, but Nick saves Judy before she drowns by going through an emergency exit. Yeah, if Nick wasn't there, Shorty would have been dead right then and there. Stupid as hell.
Nick tries to convince Judy to abandon the mission,
but she refuses, bro. She is goddamn stubborn, bro. Hard-headed as hell. Like, it ain't worth it for real. But low-key, I mean, the bread is still the bread. But it ain't worth it, dog. Damn. They spot two goat hikers, and also they got Gary's purse with them. There was something on the purse that had a symbol on it, and it was written the law thingy. And they had to go all the way up to find it. They thought they was gonna get frisky up there. I can't even lie.
Nick reluctantly joins Judy, and as they make their climb, they argue over the carrot pen that she gave Nick. Alright, now listen to me. She gave the pen to Nick, so it is no longer hers, right? Basically the one that used to catch Bellwether, and the reason why they got this whole relationship going on in the first place. That shit falls and breaks. Because it's low-key her fault. Like, why the hell you going and attacking him, and that's his, bro. Leave him be. But now, she's the one that's mad at the situation, and it's his pen now. It's not even hers. So, you know, for us males, for real, we actually cook in this situation. Bro, the thing break, it's our present, and now she mad. And now we try to make her happy, bro. Come on, now. We never win in these situations, for real. It's tough. He even tries to talk to her, and she not listening, bro. The whole thing was silent as hell. Basically the same sensation that you get on those silent road trips. You know how you got 3 hours left, and y'all not talking the whole 3 hours? Yeah, that shit tough. Nick and Judy reach the top of the mountain and find the house over a cliff. Unfortunately, Agbot and her officers know where they are because of the fact that they found the broken pen at the bottom of the ravine. Judy finds several newspapers regarding the Lynxleys and Gary's ancestors, Agnes, and realized that everything was a lie this whole time. The other officers reach the house, which starts to break apart,
and Nick saw them pulling up because he was about to fall too, bro. This shit is old as hell.
But Judy is saved by Gary and his secret accomplice, Pauberg, but Nick is arrested.
And I'm gonna lie, bro, this goat actually going crazy, bro. These police officers going a little too stupid. My man's is moving around, parkouring like crazy, bro. Shit, I really did not know I was watching Passing Mammals out here or fucking Assassin's Animals, bro. Like, what is this? They all going crazy.
Gary and Pauberg bring Judy to their camp, where Gary uses the flames of a campfire to help him decipher the journal. It is revealed that Zootopia was founded by Gary's great-grandmother. She wanted everyone in Zootopia to coexist, so it was she who came up with the idea for the weather walls and worked with the Lynxley to secure it.
Because she needed a sponsor, and she ain't had no money. She was broke as hell. And that nigga, while shaking her hand, he wiped it off of his goddamn suit, bro. What the hell do you mean you wiped it? I mean, low-key, I understand, though. I mean, he did shake her tail, low-key. It's not her hand, so we don't know where that thing been at. So, honestly speaking, I think I understand why he wiped it off. But still, bro, out here disgusted by the fact that she a snake.
However, he got greedy and took the credit for himself.
going as far as to kill his own turtle housemaid and frame Agnes for it. He forged his own patent and drove the reptiles out of their homes after expanding Tundra Town, but the real patent was not destroyed. He thought it was, but it was captured and kept by the turtle maid, which Agnes was able to retrieve, who has hidden it somewhere in her old home. Pobber tells Judy he wants to help her take his family down because apparently he doesn't believe in what his family's doing. Nick is taken to a prison where animals like Bellwether are being kept. Nibbles has also been arrested, but after a pep talk with Nick and his regret not helping Judy, she fetches a key from her wooden broom handle and breaks herself out. Like, what? Excuse me, the whole time, bro, she was talking to him, and she was literally building that shit at the same time. This nigga literally left the broom right in front of her. Are you serious or are you serious? Are you dumb? Like, really? Like, out of every single situation and every single cell that you could have placed it in front of, you placed it in front of her. Dumbass nigga. For real, for real. But she used that time to literally nibble the shit into a key. What type of skill do you have to possess to be able to do that? Like, goddamn, okay. So yeah, they escape. And as they try to escape the whole prison, they accidentally set the prisoners free, including Bellwether. That's a little tough, but that's for another time, bro. You don't got no time for that. Nick then calls Flash the Slot to take him and Nibbles to catch up to Judy. And y'all understand what I mean Fast and Furious Animal Edition? Bro, this nigga is literally the definition of it. He don't be playing these games, bro. So he started off in slow motion, but as soon as he ripping that engine, bro, it's crazy. Go time. It's insane. So Judy and Gary and Parberg track down the location of Reptile Ravine, which is hidden behind the desert weather walls. Basically, where the Lindsleys is living. That's where it's at. But before they can get to it, they have to get through a Burning Mammal Festival. Basically, Burning Man, but for animals. Yeah, I'm trying to get to Burning Man at least once in my life for real. I don't know if it's cool or not, but damn, it's looking a little lit. Crazy. But at the same time, they evading cops. And Nick, on his side of things, calls Big Man over there to get information to try and tell him where the hell Judy at, cause he trying to get to his bait for real. So as Hogbottom is on Judy's tail, she is ordered by Milton to take Judy out. But she cannot bring herself to do so. Because not gonna lie, that's crazy. Bro, why the hell taking out another officer, bro? It's insane. There's no reasoning behind it. And they didn't even do no crimes. I mean, low-key, it did look like they was killing the chief real quick. But at the same time, bro, you don't got no proof of that. That's insane. She can't bring herself to do it, but the rifle accidentally fires, but Flash drives by right in the nick of time to save Judy. God damn, they got lucky as hell for real. Everybody but Nick makes it through the weather walls. Oh no. Like, bro, what type of luck do you have, literally, for that to happen? It's a little tough. Judy is able to find a control room to turn the power back on into Reptile Ravine, which helps them find a lighthouse that will guide them towards Agnes's home. Everything is coming to an end. They were about to succeed. But unfortunately, yeah, it ain't that easy. Parberg reveals his true intention. That nigga injected Judy with snake venom and threw Gary out into the cold. That nigga was an op this whole time. He was doing that to fuck y'all up. He just basically trying to get recognition and approbation from his whole family by fucking y'all up and destroying the original patent. So that nigga goes out literally looking like a goddamn murder case, bro. Like, you know when you playing those games where it's like find a murder, there's like a bunch of innocents and there's one murder? Yeah, that's what that nigga is doing right now, bro. Looking like Among Us in this bitch for real. Like, literally. And he's a goddamn pro at it. Jesus. And he finds Nibbles and stabs her right in the chest. And she low-key saw it coming, bro. But she was like,
Hey, fuck it. I ain't the main character. It is what it is.
But Nick makes his way in because Nibbles was able to open the door up at last second to get him in. Like, broski, literally, the whole time you could have done that a little bit earlier, but last second he decided to make him in. Okay. So he tries to find Judy, and Gary crawls over to Judy and keeps on saying that we'll succeed Judy Hopps. This nigga said that shit for around 50,000 bazillion times during the whole movie. That's the only phrase that he had, bro. I don't know if the actor had not too many lines to say, or he wasn't there enough to say more things, but he kept on saying, we shall succeed Judy Hopps. Like 24/7, broski, we understand. Okay, you believe, but right now y'all is kind of cooked. So how is y'all about to succeed? So this nigga decided to hug her, because why not? And he warmed himself up doing that. Cool. But Nick and Parberg fight over the anti-venom pen because yeah, that nigga knew as soon as he saw him that nigga was an op. Like, look at the way he walking, bro. Literally, you was not slick with it, bro. You devilish intense leaking out of your body for real. Damn. While the other officers break into the building and assume that Gary is trying to kill Judy because right now he got her wrapped around. It's always a case of being at the wrong place at the wrong time and in the wrong positions, bro. It's a little too crazy. Like, just at the start, the thing that y'all saw wasn't even what actually happened. And right now too, like, bro, y'all need to stop assuming these situations. But it's tough, bro. Damn. They start jumping Gary and trying to get Judy off, but that nigga Gary is actually a pro fighter, bro. He going crazy, I can't even lie. So as he sees that Parberg and Nick are fighting, he realizes the situation and understands that they're on a cliff, so he has to get close to that and get the antivenom so he can wake up Judy Hopps. The cliff starts to break off, but Nick manages to throw the pen to Gary so he can revive Judy, but that throw sacrificed his own life. That nigga literally jumped almost off the cliff through the pen so that he could save Gary. But my nigga, you was finna die because the cliff is not solid, for real. It's going down right now. So Gary was actually able to stab Judy and get her to wake back up. Adrenaline attack going crazy. She waking up as if she sniffed some cocaine or something, bro. Yo. And she runs, sprints through. Shit, my bad. I thought you was a bunny. I didn't know you was a cheetah. God damn. And she's able to save Nick last second. My goodness. Okay, crazy plays for real. So Pauber goes down with the cliff, and Gary goes to save Nibbles while Nick and Judy express their emotions towards each other. Yeah, these niggas just basically expose every single trauma that they had to each other and excuse themselves. Amazing, don't we love that? But the tender moment is ruined when everyone sees Pauber survive the fall and is racing towards Agnes's home. Pauber stops to see his family because they live over the old reptile home, but he tells them he is going to destroy the pattern. But the heroes catch up to them, destroying the front door and going crazy, bruh. Nick and Judy pursuing Paubert, and he not playing these games, but not gonna lie, this nigga is determined as hell. Like, look at his face while he walking towards the damn thing, bro. Jesus Christ. But yeah, they was not about to go through this maze. They pulled out a goddamn bulldozer and just destroyed the whole thing. Yes, sir. I fucks with that. And while Judy and Gary are trying to cook up the Linksley, they needed some help. And that horse mirror finally did something actually useful. That nigga kicked the fuck out of everybody and destroyed the damn Papa. Man, we got a triple camera view of that bitch. That shit was satisfying as hell, bro. And y'all don't understand that horse kick is insane. So this nigga is not even supposed to be alive at this point. Jesus Christ. Nibbles and Gary catch up to Nick and Judy, and they combo Papa and knock them out too. The heroes enter Reptile Ravine and light the way to Agnes's home. Within a music box, Gary finds the original pattern. But Pauber pulls out a fucking god nowhere. Like, bro, weren't you cooked up earlier just a second ago? And he pulls a goddamn Molotov, bro. I didn't know this was Call of Duty Animal Edition again. Like, what the hell's going on? That nigga was ready to scrap them up. But last second, he got knocked the fuck out by the damn hog bottom. Finally, she sees who the real villains are. God damn. So the Linksleys are arrested after the pattern is revealed, and the expansion is cancelled, allowing reptiles to finally go back home. Bogle wakes up from his coma, and I'm not gonna lie, if this nigga had woken up earlier, he probably could have said the whole truth since the start, that this whole shit was a mistake. The fact that he got knocked out by Gary was an accident. If he had woken up earlier, this nigga decided to wake up at the end of the movie, bro. Really, Jesus Christ. But at least he gave us a good movie, so hey, can't lie. Nick and Judy pass their basically couples therapy, and Gary throws a party where his family returns and thanks Judy for her help. Nick gives her the carapan, which he found and fixed, and as they're confessing some more goddamn emotional bullshit, he says he loves her partner. And she recorded the whole thing. Cause that nigga was not about to say that again. But now she got it on tape, so she can play it as many times as she needs to. Bruh, you're cooked. My dog, I'm airing out the place after this, bro. Ain't no way nobody knows that I'd be vulnerable. Fuck you mean, bro? Ain't no way. It's crazy. So they set off on their next case together, going after Bellwether, who is trying to escape Zootopia again. But yeah, shit finna get cooked. So hey, honestly, this movie was goddamn amazing. Can't lie. The truth is not really what you see. The truth is what you believe in. And sometimes your gut knows the right answer. So believe it. So hey, thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, comment down below what y'all want me to react to next. And honestly, Zootopia going a little too crazy. I watched movie 1 and 2 back to back. That's how crazy it was. So if y'all want a review on Zootopia 1, shit, let me know down in the comments for real. And we'll see what I can cook up for y'all next time. So hey, subscribe today to join the journey on the road to 10K, and I'll see you on the next one. Ross out.